it going, everybody? My name's Adara. So recently, and by recently I mean like 6 months ago, I watched a video by my YouTube senpai, the Theorizer, about Monster House, and that got me really thinking about the movie's lore and mysteries. I remember that since I was a kid, I used to love Monster House and watched it every Halloween, so I decided that I wanted to take a tackle on it and see if I could discover its secrets on myself. If you'd like to see his video on the topic that inspired this video, I recommend watching that before watching this video, but it's not necessary, since I dive into different territories that he didn't in the lore of the film. I'll put it in the description if you wish to watch it. Now, without further ado, here's my theory. The Theorizer made a video focusing on the characters of Z, Skull, and Bones, and I was as well particularly interested in their characters. I believe that they have a much bigger connection to Constance that can't be seen in plain sight, since both characters seems to know a lot about Mr. Nevercracker and his wife. After all, Bones is the first one to give us some backstory on the house, as he tells Z that Nevercracker used to have a wife who he ate. And Skull is the one that explains to DJ and the gang what kind of monster the house is, Domus Mactibilis, which I will talk about in another video. The Theorizer talks about Skull and Bones being connected. They knew each other before that final scene at the end of the movie, and today I'm going to talk about what exactly was the connection these characters have, and what their connection is to Constance and Mr. Nevercracker. This is my theory of the untold story in Monster House. When Nevercracker and Constance moved to Mayville, it was around the 1940s. One day on Halloween, two boys come to the house as they were building and started to throw some stones and eggs at Constance and caused her to fall down into the hole and cover herself in cement. But have you ever wondered who exactly were these two boys? My theory is that these boys are the parents of Skull and Bones. I believe this because the boys have resemblance with the younger versions of these characters, but they couldn't be Skull and Bones themselves since this happened 45 years ago, as Mr. Nevercracker said at the end of the movie. And also, I think that these descendants practiced either some sort of voodoo or black magic. This thought came to me from noticing the key personalities in Skull and Bones. One is a metalhead, which is a stereotype linked with Satanism and things of the sort, and the other is a big fantasy nerd, with a lot of knowledge about spirits and magic that can also be seen in the PlayStation 2 version of the Monster House game. Skull is constantly feeding DJ, Chowder, and Jenny with information about spirits and other sorts of things in that game. Since the movie takes place on Halloween, I don't think it's too much of a far stretch as well, since it's the time of the year where there is most practice of these sorts of things. Anyways, these kids, whether intentional or not, took part in the death of Constance, and being as cruel as the kids were, and being that this was on Halloween, I believe these kids either put a curse on Constance that binded her to the house, or felt guilt towards killing her and decided to, in a way, help Mr. Nevercracker by creating a form where Constance could be with him forever. Constance's spirit was already enraged with her death, so their attempt ended up helping her possess the house she loved so much and being with her beloved forever. When this happened, Nevercracker did not complain because he was so happy to have his beloved back one way or another. In the movie, when he was telling his story to DJ, he said, "If I let her go, I'll have no one." This strengthened the possession that Constance had towards the house, until eventually the three heroes of the film blew up the furnace. The core of her spirit resided, and her spirit finally was put to rest. So that's my take on the characters of Monster House. What do you think of the theory? Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. And definitely I want to explore some of this further, so next time I will probably do a video on Domus Mactibilis in detail to explain how the formation of the house is and its bigger details. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit to help my channel grow. Please click the bell if you want to be notified of new content. I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember to stay determined. TTFN, guys!